Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about a very concerning situation that's about to unfold right now in the Caribbean slash Gulf of Mexico today. Now, this storm is now going to have a name. I think her name is going to be Hurricane Helene. This thing is going to become a hurricane, like that's a fact now. Like this thing has a name prepared, it's forming. I mean, you have more thunderstorms blowing up in the center of circulation over here. Low pressure is somewhere over here, I'm pretty sure. It's starting to form. But yeah, the models keep on trending to a very strong hurricane and a major hurricane. Actually, this storm is going to become a major Category 3 hurricane. I won't be surprised if they upgrade it to a Category 4 just because of how early it's going to become a Category 3 in its lifetime. So definitely be ready for that. Florida, you are the main target. I need everybody in Florida, like that. If you are in Florida and you're watching this video, prepare now. That's all I gotta say. In Western Florida, prepare now. A strong hurricane is definitely coming. But this is your visible satellite imagery. Look at that. As of right now, there has been a ton of storm action, a ton of storms blowing up right now in the near the center of circulation. So that's probably going to, like I said, intensify the storm. Got my face. Sorry, but intensify the storm. Make it stronger. I think by today it's gonna be maybe a Category 1 hurricane by the end of the day. But we're gonna just jump straight into the models right away because I feel like we need to. I don't want to make this video too long, as you know what it should be, but we're gonna jump into it. Already, like they're already forecasting it to be a tropical storm by what is this 2 p.m. today? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is 2 p.m. today. They're already forecasting this thing to be a tropical storm, so this thing is probably. And I mean, yeah, look. You have a hurricane watch now, which are probably gonna be upgraded to hurricane warnings. So don't be surprised if you have a bunch of hurricane warnings all through this coastline of Florida. Florida, like I said, you're the main target. It's gonna hit the worst possible area of Florida too. This area gets some pretty bad storm surge because of the way it's shaped and it's curved. Um, when this storm does make it up to the north, it's going to throw a lot of storm surge on the eastern side and the northern sides too. So that's something to keep in mind about. This thing will be a Category 3 hurricane with 115-mile-per-hour winds or sustained winds and max wind gusts up to 140 miles per hour. So that's a pretty decently strong hurricane right there, or a major hurricane at that. That is going to strengthen. It might even strengthen earlier in its lifespan because it goes from a 1 on, I think this is September 26th, all the way to a Category 3. It says September 26th as well. I don't think that's right. No, that is right. Oh, wow. It's going to be moving that fast? That's kind of insane. Yeah, this storm might be moving. It might start moving faster as it goes up to the north, but like, honestly, I won't be surprised if this thing strengthens into a Category 2 by over here. Because like I said, all models have been trending for this storm to form a pretty strong eye around this area right here before it even makes landfall anywhere else. The areas that I'm most concerned about are the areas that are under the hurricane watch. So basically from Tampa all the way up to Tallahassee. You guys need to be on the lookout. This entire area is going to get storm surge. I'm just going to say it now. This entire area is going to get storm surge. There's going to be a lot of storm surge. I think mainly the more significant areas that might get storm surge is from, I would say from Cedar Key all the way, like in these areas right here. These are the areas that might get the most storm surge. So that's definitely something we need to keep in mind about, because that's where the storm is heading, and that's where the most, like I said, most storm surge is probably gonna be pushed onto shore is. But we're gonna just get onto the model right now. Like I said, sorry if if I'm not gonna cut out the video too much because I don't think I need to. But this is the HMON or HMON model, so we're gonna use this real quick. And as you can see, it forms into a tropical storm pretty fast here. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty insane looking storm to watch form. And I mean, this model is showing this thing forming an eye already. Like I said, it's probably gonna be a Category 1 already. Then around here, I won't be surprised. Category 3 or not 3, 2. Sorry. It's probably gonna be a Category 2 by the time it's in the Gulf of Mexico. And this is not good at all because this is in literally almost the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to start strengthening rapidly. I mean, this model already has a full-blown eye of the storm right here, like an eye in a storm. And in this area, it's just showing a Category 1. Category 1s usually don't really have eyes like that, but, I mean, I don't know. This is showing an eye in a storm, so I'm assuming Category 2, high-end Category 2, maybe low-end Category 3 around this time, if the models are showing this right. like I said, this area, the cone of uncertainty is going to change throughout the entire days until it makes landfall. Like it's going to keep changing. It's not going to stop changing. But for right now, they're forecasting a category 1. This isn't showing a category 1. It's showing a category 2, probably a major hurricane at this point. I mean, look at that. That's a healthy eye right there. And this is right on par with the track too. And I mean, it continues to look more and more concerning just every time I look at it. It just doesn't look good at all. This is a powerful hurricane by the time you get to, I would say this is 2 p.m. September 26th. This is a powerful hurricane. Maybe I would say category 3, of course, but maybe low in category 4 around this time. This thing is showing something strong. And I mean, yeah, this is really concerning. This is less than 72 hours away at that. So this is also concerning. It's still showing a huge eye in the storm, a huge hurricane. That's gonna make landfall somewhere in this area right here. That's gonna make landfall, like near from Prairie all the way down to Cedar Key in those areas. Like there's gonna be a landfall in between those areas somewhere, I think, from the storm. But like I said, this is gonna be a powerful hurricane. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Just by the looks of it, it might do a lot of damage. Let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope all these models are wrong, and let's hope this thing doesn't do anything like it or like that. But for right now, we're gonna keep checking on this storm. So this is the other model run. This is the HWRF model. And these are hurricane models too. Like these are specifically hurricane models, as you can see. So we're gonna keep using these. And fast forward this, like I said, tropical storm already. It's already forming a ton of thunderstorms around it. It's already forming a bunch of things. And I mean, it becomes a hurricane pretty fast here. Like it starts to form an eye, and then it forms an eye pretty quickly. This is a much smaller looking storm than the other one, but this is still showing a pretty strong and a pretty healthy eye in the storm right before it even gets to the category 3 status that the National Hurricane Center is showing here. So I really do think this storm is going to rapidly intensify way before it even makes landfall anywhere near this area of Florida. And this is more of the worst case scenario that is showing, in my opinion. Like the worst case scenario, the more it's over water, the longer it is over water, the more intense the hurricane is going to be. So you keep this pushing, and I mean, it's showing a really strong hurricane. I mean, just look at that. That's a pretty strong hurricane, and it's going to make landfall. Like I said, same area near Prairie. So I think if you guys live in like say Prairie, Cross City, Cedar Key, any of these areas, I just say just start to get ready to evacuate, or if not, if they haven't done evacuations now, just get ready because this is more than likely going to head towards you guys. I mean, this is making a beeline towards you guys, and like I said, it's going to take no time for this thing to explode into a pretty strong hurricane. Let's go to the GFS model real quick and see what's going on with this. Now, this is the lower resolution actually, or actually let me switch to the other website real quick. So this is the GFS model. I think this is the right one. Make sure it's the most recent one. GFS model, showing a 995 low pressure system. So this is a tropical storm already. Then it forms into a hurricane right away. And then you keep fast forwarding this out. Like I said, it still shows it's a weaker trend to it with the GFS model, which is good news because it was showing a very strong hurricane yesterday actually. Yesterday morning. When I was looking at it, when I made that first video. So that's good that it's starting to go towards, or starting to lean towards a weaker trend to the storm. But it's still showing the same area that, that all models are showing to make landfall at. That's one specific area right there. Right near Prairie. You guys, like I said, you guys might have to evacuate because that might be the worst area to be in during this storm because a bunch of storm surge, a bunch of rain, tornadoes, winds, you name it. It's gonna be a bunch of things happening right there. So if you guys live in those areas, definitely get ready to evacuate and prepare now. Like I said, I mentioned in my last video yesterday, if you're in Florida, I say just start preparing now. Now this is really the time to prepare because now it really is coming for you guys. So we are certain it's coming for you guys. We're like, what, 3 days away from this thing, from making landfall? 3 or 4 days away? Definitely be ready for this. But yeah, that's what the GFS model is showing. Like I said, I don't think I have much else to say about this. This is going to be a strong hurricane, so they're already forecasting a Category 3, which is not good. I won't be surprised if this thing strengthens to a Category 4. by the time you get to like maybe Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon to like Thursday night maybe. Because I think this is okay. The GFS is showing this thing making landfall September 26th, so that is 2 days away. So you have Wednesday and Thursday. So by the time I think Wednesday, like mid Wednesday, it's gonna be a Category 3, and I won't be surprised right before it makes landfall, it becomes a Category 4. Um, but yeah, like I said, just be weather aware of the storm. Be aware of your area. Like remember what area you guys are in. If you're in Florida, if you're in the western parts of Florida, then I highly recommend watching this storm very carefully. If you're in the eastern part, you guys should be fine. Maybe a bunch of rain depending on where you're at. But I say the western part, especially near the Panhandle area. If you're near the Panhandle of Florida, that is the area you need to watch carefully. You need to be careful. You need to evacuate when you have the chance, and just to get away from as far from water as possible, because the storm surge might be a little bit more worse with this storm because of where it's heading and how it's gonna impact the areas. Like I said, it's hitting the Big Bend area of Florida, so that's that's not good. That's where most storm surge happens in Florida, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna stop talking here. I don't want to make this video longer than what it should be. Be careful, everybody. Stay weather aware. Have your hurricane plans ready. Get ready to evacuate if you need to, and just be ready. If you're not gonna evacuate, just be ready for the storm, because this is going to be more of a stronger hurricane you're gonna see this year than the other storms that you saw. So definitely be aware of that. I will have a live stream for this on Thursday. If this does make landfall around Thursday, I will have a live stream for this, and I will be live and I will be covering the storm. But I thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.